A battler's budget or a cash splash? Wayne Swan's fifth budget has boiled down to a debate over payments to families. The opposition tried to block the $2 billion school kids bonus but failed. That's given the government an early win in its campaign to promote the budget. But it didn't get through the day without a reminder in Parliament of the trouble facing former Labor MP Craig Thomson. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin begins our coverage in Canberra.
The Prime Minister's finally got a surplus to sell, or at least the promise of one. Her budget's a direct pitch to families worried about the cost of living.
Now we can say to those families, we are spreading the benefits of the boom to you.
The question is, are people still listening?
This is about supporting families.
He certainly is, listening but not looking, and definitely not seeing eye to eye.
Last night's budget was a thinly disguised attempt to anaesthetise the carbon tax pain.
Labor's increasing means-tested family payments, giving some families an extra $600 a year. That's on top of the so-called school kids bonus and more income support for the poor. Most of the money comes from dumping a 1% cut in the company tax rate, saving nearly $5 billion across the forward estimates.
This is a battler's budget that only a Labor government could deliver, Mr Speaker.
Tony Abbott says the coalition's likely to support the family payments but oppose the school kids bonus.
I mean, this school kids bonus doesn't have to be spent on school. I mean, you can go and blow it at the club on the pokies and things like that if you wanted.
Which prompts a question. How is it any different to the Howard government's baby bonus?
Well, look, they just are.
Well, look, they just are.
The Shadow Treasurer's take?
Oh, well, there's a vast difference.
What?
You have to have a baby.
Well, apparently the Shadow Treasurer doesn't know babies grow into school children. That's what happens. They grow into school children.
Despite all the talk of a surplus, Australia's not back in the black yet. It's actually deeper in deficit. The surplus won't come until next year, and it's likely to be tiny. So will the $1.5 billion man make further cuts if needed?
Yes.
Labor's sales pitch is off to a solid start, but that doesn't mean the government's going to get the bounce it so desperately needs. Even in the first post-budget question time, it didn't take long for the topic to switch from surplus to sleaze.
This member for Dope Bell raked in $500,000 of HSU members' money over a period of time.
The coalition tried to force Craig Thomson to explain himself. Key crossbenchers looked likely to back the motion, prompting a surprise intervention.
Look, I would like to indicate to Parliament that I would be seeking to make a statement.
But not until he's gone through Fair Work Australia's damning report into the HSU.
It's appropriate that I have time to go through that and so that I can make a comprehensive statement to Parliament, which is what I intend to do.
The long-awaited statement is now expected in 2 weeks' time. Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Canberra.